So we're going to go live with it next week, right? And everybody's going to kind of panic because we don't have tickets.
Okay.
And I haven't figured tickets out yet. I mean, the ideal thing is that we go without tickets. We just have either a phone or an iPad or whatever. So I wanted to try some simulation today, and what next week I might need you to do is for the non-tech savvy people that we have who don't want to mess with that.
Okay.
That's going to be a learning curve for them to deal with, and we're going pretty raw next week. Like, we're just saying we're going to go straight to this.
Okay.
So with that in mind, like them knowing who they have, who's coming in, all the rest of that is going to be on their phones if they want to look at it that way. You know, like that'll be the opportunity it is. But when they're done with the client, like what's the flow going to be like?
After.
Yeah, like how to see, they can come back and check them out right there. They can take the iPad back and say, all right, let's get you taken care of back here. When's your next one? 6 weeks, and do it right from there. That's where we're headed. Like what we'd really love to have happen is that most of the flow is already taken. Like somebody sits here for an hour with a retouch on. Why does it spend 10 more minutes up here? They're already here. They could go back there, get all that other stuff done.
While they're sitting down.
And it'll save them time too. And then they'll get the appointment. The way we'll have it set up, it's not set up that way right now. The appointment that gets rebooked for them gets texted right to them. So they look at it right there and they go, oh, wait, you messed up. That was supposed to be a Thursday, not a Friday, or whatever it was.
Now, is that something that we're working on trying to get tickets, or is that just we're going to not have them? Just for formulas and stuff, they're still going to have to write them down somewhere.
Well, if we go digital, they won't. If we go digital, like what Rosa just did, Rosa just made a little clip on how she forgot to put her formula in during the day. When she was home, she put it in at night. She has her whole formulas are right there, like everything is on her phone. Her whole day is right there. Like there's no need to rewrite it. It's all there.
You can, I mean, there's really, you can take a picture of a formula and put it from the iPhone app.
You could, yeah, she did that too. She did a demo of that. Now, in the beginning, there's a printout that gives them their whole day and has the formulas on there.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. So for those that don't want, aren't there yet, that's fine. That's a solution. But they're not individual.
Oh, but that's okay. As long as they have a concrete paper to just
There's a paper that has notes and all the rest of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So some of the other things that are might be concerns, tickets, VIPs. What you want to explain what we're going to do for that, just so that's kind of in the.
Right now, I'm going to enter VIPs as credit, and so when you go to read them up, it will actually right in the transaction it'll show client has credit. So you just click on the discount on the little scissors, take transfer VIP, and it'll subtract it from that. And that's just the easiest way that we found right now. We'll be adjusting them because the credits that I'm putting in right now are 2 weeks behind. But once we start checking them out in the system, I think it'll
even itself.
Prices are going to be good. They're in there now, correct? With the exception of Root Retouch Senior. That's 95, not 100.
Now,
It's the only one that's different. The increased pricing is in here,
That's what we're going.
and that is the price.
now are we doing that bundle thing?
So if they get any color service with any finish service, they get the bonus service for free, which is a relights, chem shot, conditioning treatment, one of those, and that just gets wrung out at the end. You just put that in and you discount it.
So even if it's booked separately, if it's booked for a color with Robin and a blow dry with Rosa,
As long as it's a finished service, doesn't matter.
Then we just give them the extra.
They get that extra service, yeah.
And
The price is
with the blow dries too, unless it's a haircut.
a haircut or a blow dry. So that if they get any finished service at all, like a haircut and a blow dry with a color service, a chemical service.
So the chem shots will be free. So like if Robin
Correct.
says I did a color and a chem shot, and then Rosa blew it out, we're zeroing out the chem shot.
That's their bonus. That's what they get. They'll go, oh, the price went up, and you get this. This is included with it. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, no more. The bundling experience is ended.
Yeah, good.
Not with haircuts and
then like your oil reflections or whatever.
But oil reflections is not.
One of those, no,
Yeah,
because that's a
It will
higher
only be
level.
like a chem shot or like a regular.
Conditioning treatment.
Yeah.
Something they could do at the bowl within 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes tops. Like, you can't have a lot of processing time
Yeah, like
because we're not having more time.
Doesn't count. Relights doesn't count. Oil reflections doesn't count. Those
So
are
just a conditioning treatment
yeah.
and then
or
a cam shot,
Yeah.
basically to narrow
So
it.
and they're going to create that list for what that is, because I know Tracy has one where she uses protein. It's a customized blend. She uses protein treatment and conditioner, so it's unique to that guest.
yeah.
It's not just, and it has to sound like that. It
Yeah,
can't sound like, oh, you're just getting a conditioner, because they get a conditioner every time.
Right,
So it really has to sound like
Special.
there is, right? Like there's a something for, they're getting more value than, yeah, your prices went up.
For you. For the clients, as we're ringing them out starting next week, and they are seeing the price increase, and some won't say anything, some will, and they'll say, well, why was this 85 before and now it's 100? Which we will explain. To them.
It's not 100. It's 95.
Or 95.
Right.
Okay. What's our action? Can we say we can honor the old price?
I don't automatically go there. No, I don't. I don't want to start that habit. This is the price. This is it. I mean, this is what they are. Like I kind of want to get away from that sort of them getting their way every time they whine. That's what our prices are. Like, and listen, I mean, somebody's going to be unruly about it. Use your judgment, but don't go there right away. Like, this is our prices now. This is what they are. Listen, the other thing is, our costs for all our color have gone up a lot. Like, we've spent $40,000 more this year in hair color alone, and we didn't do that much more in business. So it's way more like our color cost. No, why I'm saying that's a place for you to stand. I want to give you a place to be. Like that, look, this is, all the same people are here. All, like the service, the extra service that they're going to get because they are getting another service, the training and development that they've all done, like what they've all put themselves through to be at that level. Just,
We just have to make sure they're getting the service, because I know we've had that before with the chem shots where we were saying you're getting extra service, and they'll say, well, I didn't get an extra service.
Well, we never did this before. We never offered this as part of the package.
So every stylist now knows that they have to offer a chem shot with color.
Nope, nobody knows. This is it right here. This is the beginning of it right here. So part of recording it and saying, well, we had an incident the other day where a woman came in and got a balayage, a 4-hour balayage, and was charged accordingly over $300, which she should have been charged more than that. However, there was no communication about it. There was no, listen, this service is going to cost you this amount of money because I'm doing these 7 steps on you. None of that existed. And that's the pushback you get when you see chem shots. I got a conditioner. I didn't get a chem shot. Nobody talked to them about it.
Right.
Like, they didn't have that conversation.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's what needs to be addressed, because I know by the time they come to us and they don't know that somebody had a chem shot or something else, because it wasn't communicated to them. When we're saying, well, you're getting extra, they're saying, no, I'm not. I didn't get it.
So you've got to make sure that your team knows that and they communicate that. That's super, super, super important. I wouldn't rely on them knowing all this immediately. We're going to work on that today and tomorrow, and that's definitely where we're going to make sure that people get. That's what we're doing today, right now. Today, tomorrow, and we're doing it all right now.
I have a question. So, what about like our clients that have an account, not the VIP, but the account, and then we also have like some clients, like some male.
Who has an account?
I can't remember their name.
On account. That's like a trade that we do.
I know. How we
Only a couple of those left, and that stays in there. That's easy to do. It actually, you could ring it. It actually automatically rings up on account.
Okay, good.
It says they owe us.
That was
if
my
you ring it
question.
out, it'll automatically leave them as they owe us.
Yeah, it'll say, when we pull, it'll say they still owe.
Most of those I'm getting rid of. There's only a couple left. So.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then like some of these clients that the girls have been doing, like a lot of them are men that are real quick. They'll say give them like $20 off, or only charge so and so or something.
So I'm going to talk to everybody about that and address that with them. That there has to be a line drawn with that, and so it's going to be case by case. Like who is that and why.
Yeah.
I want to know because I'm discovering a lot of this right now. Like all these, a 45-minute bang trim. I see that get wrung out. Like the thing I don't want, the thing that's important is that we don't lie to the computer. It's super, super important because I gotten really stuck with people who have changed stylists and then they get wrung out with another stylist and Ricky does a full highlight on them and the other stylist did a full highlight but only charged them for a face framer. They're like, you're ripping them off. They think he's the jerk.
Yeah.
He's just doing what he did. He's just charging what the computer says. But really, they were lying to the system before, so we have to tell the truth.
Okay, that's what.
Have to be straight with what's going in the system.
There's a handful of people that have fixed prices.
That's what I'm saying.
But again, I think it's going to be situational.
So yeah, like if there's fixed prices, that's another thing that like a fixed price has to get fixed anyway because it's probably been fixed from 5 price changes ago, and it never goes up. So there's a couple people like that. I know, like I saw a couple of those at the Village.
But you don't want us worrying about.
Right now that's not the number one thing. You're gonna have those things, and we'll get to those. You'll put that aside and say, hey, I have this. What do I do about this? Or hey, I have that. That's fine. We'll get to those. First hurdle is just getting the flow down in the new system, and then as we start to see, and I'll talk to everybody about this too, like price changing, and that's another thing too. Like that'll get addressed at that point too. Primary thing. First focus, number one focus is the transition to the new system and communicating the price increase, what the value they're getting in the price increase. Like blow dries and haircuts went up minimally, like $2, like really, really low. Color accordingly went up as much as our hair color went up, like it went up a lot because ours went up a lot. But in addition, they're getting, they're going to get more. And their hair's going to look the way it should look. It's not going to be an upsell now to get the hair to look the way they want it. Make sense? So simulation-wise, today, or I guess questions before we do the simulation. What other questions?
I guess something that I found too, like if we have somebody that's in front of us, and sometimes I'll mess it up with time labor, not on purpose, but obviously it's we don't know super well. So I guess when you have a guest in front of us, the main point is just to get the money, like charge the credit card, and then we can always fix.
Right, in the system later.
Yeah, but I did it wrong. But you can always, it's very simple. And don't, just don't want people standing there writing a check. It's simple, but you still have to relearn how to look at something now and want to be so used to so it is, but we'll get more comfortable
So I'm sorry, I missed you said miscommunication or the price wasn't communicated with the balayage, so she was upset. Is that you're talking about in terms of consultation?
I'm talking, like a lot of things are coming up, and I saw, what else could be a potential problem? Well, it was here last week where a new guest checked out. You rang her out, she loved her hair, everything was great, and then you said, should we get you scheduled for the next time? And she said, yeah, and she said, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, when am I supposed to come back? And you had to go, I think it was Robin, you had to go get Robin to figure out what she needed and when she needed it.
Right.
So that conversation didn't happen about the cycle. And this is for us to talk to them about too. Like, are you having the conversation about what it's going to take so that you don't have to figure that out and they know? Also, the other thing on that, guys, and this is, I'm talking to you, but but here's the other thing. Now, and we practice this, now you take this, you walk back to the back, Ricky's got Jim in the chair, you check Jim out like that. How you paying? Boom, save it. And then when that's done, you go right to the book next. Yeah. And Ricky's telling you 4 weeks. So you go, boom, you hit that. You go 4 weeks. And you plop it down wherever he says. House 12, house 3, what time? Boom, you hit that there and it moves
love it.
next haircut to that slot.
And